Coming up on How Do They Do It? How do they engineer the world's most versatile construction machine? Almost all construction, big or small, starts with a hole in the ground. That used to mean a lot of digging. But not anymore. Since its invention 60 years ago, almost 1 million backhoe loaders have been built. Building these amazingly versatile diggers is tough work, and learning how to operate them skillfully can take years. So, how do they do it? Roaster, Staffordshire in England. At this 190-acre site, they can make 16,000 backhoe loaders a year. Ian Skelton has worked here for almost 20 years. He's now in charge of the chassis production line for the backhoe.
This is where we assemble and weld the component parts for the mainframe chassis.
The mainframe is the backbone of the backhoe loader. It supports every part of the machine, so it has to be tough. But in order to be transported, it has to be light. So every chassis component is fashioned from sheets of steel to create seamless parts that can withstand the incredible pressure.
Material comes in as flat plate, goes onto the lasers, where it's cut, the profiles are cut.
The plate goes under a laser, which cuts it into 53 separate patterns. Each pattern is pressed into a 3-dimensional shape, and then the robots take over.
On the left-hand side is one of the robots we have, where the actual chassis is welded.
Robot welders fuse the parts together with a 5,000-degree flame. When they've finished, the steel sheet has been transformed into a super rigid structure made up of hollow steel tube, weighing a staggering 2,300 pounds. While the frame is the spine, it's the arms that do the heavy lifting. Getting the power from the backhoe's engine to the bucket, which can be up to 26 feet away, is a major undertaking. The engineers created a cluster of pipes, which is filled with oil 250 times atmospheric pressure, delivering hydraulic power from the engine to the bucket. But how do they control all that power? There's no one better to show how it's done than veteran driver Oliver Keats.
There's a lot of skill involved in being able to operate it. You have to know which lever obviously does what service. A lot of operators, it takes them maybe 2 or 3 years to be able to start to use the machine effectively and to its full potential.
The levers control pumps, which push oil through the pipes. The pipes feed the oil into the pistons. As the oil pressure increases, it pushes the pistons out, moving the arms. Revving the engine makes the pumps work harder.
And we can increase the revs to a maximum speed, and then we have the full hydraulic flow and the full breakout force and the full oil flow through the system. So that enables us to get maximum tear out and maximum speed.
The hydraulics provide the muscle for the digging, but first it has to get to the job. So these drivers must learn how to maneuver this machine on a controlled course. This is an assault course for diggers. Rain can turn a construction site into a swamp in just a few hours. With an engine delivering 325 foot-pounds of torque, they have as much pulling power as a Maserati. But if the wheels can't grip, it doesn't matter how powerful the engine is. The backhoe will get stuck.
So we've got a little stuck. Go on then, baby.
But the backhoe has one more trick up its sleeve. If you can't drive out of trouble, The only thing to do is get out and walk. The backhoe loader, bucket, spade, and tractor. Powerful, versatile, and strangely graceful. If you're still wondering what makes it the world's most popular construction machine, just try doing this with a bulldozer.